A deadly Boko Haram IED attack kills soldiers in Borno. A video from the scene leaks online. And Sahara Reporters says the army dismissed the soldier who recorded it. Not the bomber, not the IED network, the soldier who filmed the aftermath. So here's the real question. Why are soldiers leaking videos at all? Because the leak isn't the main story. The crisis behind it is. 1. What the report says happened near Gubbio. 2. Why the army treats leaks like a serious offense. 3. The bigger military crisis scholars say drives protest behavior, like mutiny and desertion. Now, Sahara Reporters reports that the Nigerian army dismissed at least one soldier for allegedly leaking information, including a video linked to a deadly IED attack by Boko Haram in Borno State. They say military sources told them the dismissal followed a leaked video, recorded after the explosion near Gubbio, Borno. The report identifies the dismissed soldier as Mansour Adamu, with number 22NA 823795 PTE, and says it obtained a photograph of him holding a placard with that identity. One source, quoted by Sahara Reporters, claims, the military response to leaking secrets is dismissal. That is the reported disciplinary action. Now, what about the attack itself? The same Sahara Reporters text references an earlier report dated January 12th. It said no fewer than 9 soldiers died after an IED explosion near Gubbio, Borno State. A top military source told Sahara Reporters the explosives were planted by Boko Haram. That's the source's claim. The report says the soldiers were traveling from Maiduguri when it happened. The source also stressed this was not a gun ambush. It was explosive devices. And the source claimed injuries were severe. 8 died on Sunday from injuries, and 1 died the next morning. 9 total. The report also says the affected soldiers were from 145 Damasak, under 5. Brigade Maiduguri, Borno State. So the timeline is simple. IED, deaths, aftermath video, leak, dismissal. Any military hates leaks for one reason. Information kills. A leaked video can expose troop location and routes, response time, unit identity, equipment gaps, operational patterns. And if the enemy learns those patterns, they strike again. So yes, discipline matters. And the Army has reasons to treat leaks seriously. But here comes a twist. If leaks are so dangerous, why would a soldier risk his job to leak anyway? That's the heart of this story. Because leaks are not just disobedience. Sometimes leaks are signals. A study on mutiny and desertion in the armed forces of Nigeria says something important. It describes mutiny and desertion as forms of protest, driven mainly by 1. Low morale, 2. Poor welfare, 3. Job dissatisfaction. And it also points to corruption as part of the grievance picture. The study says the state often responds with punitive discipline, but mutiny and desertion still continue, meaning punishment alone doesn't solve the cause. Now listen carefully. The link. When soldiers feel unheard inside the system, some try to speak outside the system. And today, social media makes that easy. The study notes that ICT, phones, social media, videos, has changed how grievances are expressed. So the phone is not the root problem. The phone is the amplifier. This is bigger than one soldier because it touches morale and trust. 2 things a military cannot fight without. Here are the 3 dangers. 1. Morale breaks. When morale drops, performance drops. And in insurgency zones, that costs lives. 2. Trust collapses inside the ranks. A force that doesn't trust itself cannot coordinate under pressure. 3. The enemy benefits. Insurgents thrive when troops are frustrated. Information is chaotic. The public distrusts official communication. So Nigeria ends up fighting 2 wars. The war against insurgents, and the war over truth, trust, and morale. And that second war can quietly weaken the first. Here's the hard truth. You can dismiss a soldier, but you can't dismiss the conditions that produce the leak. Punishment may reduce leaks in the short term, but if the deeper grievances remain, another leak will happen. because phones are everywhere, and fear, frustration, and grief don't stay silent forever. Based on what we have. 1. Official clarity. If this dismissal happened as reported, the public should see clear rules and a clear explanation, without exposing operational secrets. 2. Serious operational review. An IED incident that reportedly killed 9 soldiers near Gubbio demands visible prevention, steps, route safety, detection, movement protocols. 3. Fixing the route drivers. The academic paper's point is simple. Address the causes: morale, welfare, job dissatisfaction, and corruption concerns, so protest behavior reduces. 4. Safe internal channels. If soldiers have grievances, there must be trusted internal reporting channels, so social media is not the first option. Discipline and reform must go together, not one without the other. So yes, leaks can be dangerous. But the bigger crisis is why soldiers feel pushed to leak. Now answer this honestly. Should the Army focus more on punishing leaks or fixing the conditions that make soldiers leak in the first place?